My name is Chicka Chicka Slim Shady.
Yo, what up, Pride? It's your boy Jacob, aka J Boogie, and I'm here with
Matt, aka Carrot Top, Christian Charles C. Bands,
Toby, no name. Hey, and we're here with the four-headed goat. We're about to give you the most fire debates on hot topics in the Springfield College community. Let's get right into it.
look at this abomination. This is why this is the worst dorm hall on campus. Shit like this, caution tape for a fucking tree. Unbelievable. Watch me debate these fools in Union on why Guilick is the worst hall on campus. Carrot Top out.
Hello everyone, I'm Matthew Hanley. I'm here on a nice four-headed goat, change my mind. I'm here with
Aiden Gallagher.
Aiden Gallagher. You are a Guilick resident, aren't you?
I do live in Guilick.
Yeah, there you go. So today we're going to be debating whether or not Guilick Hall is the worst hall on campus. I'll let my opponent start with the debate here.
I actually think Guilick Hall is the best freshman dorm on campus. I'll open up by saying that. A few things. It's got like air conditioning. Has the most amount of freshmen in it. You're around more people. It's located in a better spot, like geographically. It's near the gym, the wellness center. It's not that far from like Cheney or anything like that. So I just feel like it's better in a lot of ways.
Yeah, well, I can disprove every single point you just made. The AC is never on. They lie about that, and it sucks. But the location just... I mean, you could say the same thing about Reed. We're right next to Hickory. We're right next to Cheney. We're all closer than you.
Reed is like kind of in the back corner.
And you just look at the overall, Guilick as a building is pretty shitty. Not, good at all. Rats running around, possums going everywhere, mold, all these complaints, and yet nothing has been done about it at all. That's just really discouraging.
I mean,
I
they've
don't know
taken...
how you can be the best when you have rodents living in your dorm room.
They've taken care of most of the rodent problems. That's not really an issue. It went on for a little in the winter, but like right now.
It shouldn't go on at all. That's the point.
It shouldn't.
Right.
But it did, and it's been taken care of, and it's still a very nice place to live in. It has.
By who? By
the workers.
Or by the workers?
By who?
By the nice weather or by the workers?
Probably a combination of both.
You really think so?
Yeah, I haven't seen a rodent in a while.
You haven't seen one, but you yourself, I know for a fact, on individual experience, you have had a rodent in your room.
I did have a mouse in my room once.
Yeah. So,
I do live on the bottom floor. It happens.
And all these people
like
Guilick talk about how it's the best because it has the highest population. That doesn't really make sense. I mean, I know socially it might be better, but you can still have a great social experience at Reed or at Mass or any of these other halls.
I know, but when more people are living in your dorm, you're more likely to have a social experience. Like the more people, the more social it is, and
not necessarily.
It's also just closer to things.
Like look at you, for example. Most of your friends live in Reed, not Guilick.
Some of my friends live in Reed. I also have lots of friends in Guilick.
Okay, but...
And that doesn't... Just because my friends live in Reed doesn't mean it's a better dorm than Guilick. I would still rather all my friends just live in Guilick because it's the better dorm. I don't know how you can see, the weather last week during Stayuka and think that not having air conditioning is okay.
The history of Guilick, and it just isn't great. I mean, it was built by someone who designs prisons. It is a literal prison.
That just means it was built by someone with building experience. Who cares what they build?
Okay, but you want to live in you want to live in a building that's designed like a prison?
I don't think it's designed like a
yeah,
prison.
The guy is building experience.
I think prisons and residence halls are kind of similar anyway. You're just housing a lot of people in one space.
The worst maintained building on campus.
According to what?
According to everyone who lives there and everyone who's ever stepped foot inside. Like, what do you mean? According to what? According to everyone's experience I have not heard one person say that Guilick is clean.
I
it's
live in
nice,
Guilick,
and
and
all the snobs over there like to tell me how it's the party dorm and this and that. It's the worst building on campus. How can it be the best if it's the worst?
because it is the best.
At what?
You kind of ignored my whole thing with air conditioning. Like, what's your take on that? It's the only freshman dorm with air
turn
conditioning.
that on for like 2 weeks a year. I don't think your building.
I slept in Guilick Hall last week. I also was in Reed Hall a lot, and it was significantly colder in Guilick. It was like 80 to 90 degrees in Reed. It was ridiculous. It felt like a sauna. I don't like air conditioning is a huge deal to me.
The air conditioning,
and it's a huge deal to a lot of people. And last week alone is a perfect example of that.
I don't know. I think air conditioning is overblown. I have not seen a difference in the Reed and Guilick temperatures. We could get some facts on that. I don't believe there's much of a variance.
I mean, I was in Reed, and it had a thermostat that's read like 87, like one of the window fans.
Okay, and it was pretty hot in Guilick as well.
It was not 87 in Guilick. It was probably in the 70s.
Either way, I think that.
So it's uncomfortable to live in Reed when it's warm outside.
They keep telling me how it's the best. But how can you be the best when the building's the worst? The overall experience just isn't the same. You don't even have
it's the best
a nice
experience.
lawn out in front of the dorm either that you can do stuff on.
There's lawns everywhere on campus that I feel you can do stuff
play
on.
like
The Reed
football.
green is nice.
Yeah.
It is an advantage. But the building itself, I'm still taking Guilick.
I don't know about that. But I think that's going to wrap it up here for this debate. We thank Aiden for coming on.
Thank you, Matt. It was a good debate.
Yep, it was. I think we all know who the winner was, obviously. But I wish you luck, whatever you do.
It's been an honor.
Yeah. See you. Alright, welcome back to the four-headed goat debate. Today, I am here with
Mo.
Mo?
Mo, yeah.
Mo? Nice to meet you, Mo. Nice to meet you. So, I understand that you are a resident of the worst hall on campus, and you have come here to debate me on my opinion. So,
Are you a freshman?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, where do you live?
I live in Reed.
Oh, you live in Reed.
Wait, are you a freshman?
I am a freshman.
Okay.
I'm the class president and the pre-camp leader.
Yeah.
So, it's a little something. I've lived in Guilick. I've changed rooms in Guilick. Honestly, it's not that bad for the first year, really. Like, it's kind of like a growth. Like, you want to start shitty, but you'll get somewhere better. I really do think that. I'll let you speak for a bit.
All right, so you just said you start shitty, but then it gets better.
Yeah.
Or it's not as bad as it seems,
Yeah.
but what's as bad as it seems? Just because people think it's bad doesn't mean it's still not the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying like living in Guilick is like as bad as living in the woods or something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's the worst hall out of the three.
Yes. Okay.
So that's all I'm saying.
All right. So when I came here and toured, I noticed that was the only building that for freshmen that had AC. That was the thing that sold me. Honestly, I know sometimes it doesn't work, or sometimes the facilities doesn't go and fixes it or anything like that. But like for the most part, AC is the nicest thing about Guilick, and that's something that Reed and Mass won't have. And I don't like the fact that it's always hot. Like in those last 3 days, I don't know when it was, like last weekend or Thursday or Friday, it was like 80 degrees. That was awful. I would not want to be in that again. So it was nice to know that soon they'll turn on the AC in Guilick. I know it takes a little while, but I don't know. I can't sleep in the heat. I can't do anything. Can't work. It's just not.
So the AC isn't even on yet.
Not yet. It's not. We're not like it's not warm out yet enough.
Okay, because I had an earlier debater tell me that the air conditioning was already on. So that's interesting to know that Guilick people cannot even tell when the air conditioning is on. That's how you know the air conditioning's great. I'm sorry, man. I know I sound. You gotta be passionate about this. And the thing is, as well, like I would trade air conditioning for not having rodents in my room, possums, the mold, the smell, like just the overall building Guilick itself. It just feels like you're in prison.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the building is literally designed by someone who makes prisons. So, like, that's where I kind of feel like like, just to put it simply, you don't get that feeling at Reed or at Mass. I mean, yeah, you get the air conditioning for the first 2 weeks and the last 2 weeks of school, which is a nice advantage. But apart from that, what else are you really getting?
I mean, I also want to point the fact that it's what we have to work with. The people who designed Guilick also, they built it backwards. They like, it was just a whole like shit show with Guilick. It is, but like, what there is, I've never seen a rodent. I've talked to multiple floors, never seen a rodent in the whole building, and I don't know. It's only one floor they make up. I swear they make it up because I've never ever seen a rodent in that building. I've seen other animals come through the windows. Like I've seen, what's it?
There was
Raccoon.
a possum.
There was a possum. Not a
Springfield.
raccoon. Yeah, a possum. There was probably there was a bird the other day. But they fly through the windows. They come in. None of them have been like spotted. I've never seen.
Okay,
like
well,
that.
it's good to know that your personal experience has involved no rodents or anything of that sort in the room, but we have had multiple people state that they have found animals or just families of insects in their room. And that's, I debated someone earlier who had a rat and mouse under his bed.
That might just mean that you're a dirty person, honestly.
So there is that, the cleanliness of the person living in the room always comes into consideration, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a pretty dirty person.
It's fine.
I have never had a rat or a rodent or anything.
How do you know that for sure? It could just be hiding under.
I guess, there always is the possibility that it's a really good hiding rat.
Yeah.
But I think that's very unlikely because Reed just has not had a rat problem to the point that Guilick has. And, another thing, just quickly, that Guilick people always like to point out, it's like the location, which I really don't get.
Yes.
At Reed and Mass, closer to Hickory, which is like where most of your classes are for first years. You're closer to Cheney, and you're roughly the same distance to the library. Maybe Guilick's a little closer. But that's another overrated thing about Guilick that I feel a lot of people kind of over-analyze it. So,
Yeah.
so.
The thing about Guilick is also the environment. So like, everyone's a lot closer.
Yeah.
Everyone becomes closer. It's nice because everyone just like, you're closer together. It just makes me, like, I tell this because I'm also a student ambassador here. I tell this on my tours. I'm always like, okay, you're gonna build better friendships in Guilick because of the fact that you guys are closer together. Yes, in Reed, it's a lot nicer because you can have your door open and stuff like that. But still, like, regardless, it
That's the other
has
thing.
its.
That's the other thing I noticed. Student ambassadors, they always like say like, "Oh, Guilick's the party dorm. It's this, it's that," and then when you get here, that's just really not the case.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, I think Springfield College kind of overhypes Guilick and it kind of forgets about its other two freshman dorms. I've seen that a lot. So that's really what it comes down to, I think. So, you got it?
Yeah, so like another thing is that most of the athletes at the school live in Guilick like their first year because they want to be closer to the facility that we have, and that's totally fine. Honestly, that makes sense. And I also like that the fact it's closer to the track, and I like to run, so it's more convenient for some people.
Yeah.
And also like some of the damage that comes to the floors that we have in Guilick sucks because like there are just some people who don't know how to like behave in terms of like, okay, you're 18, you're living in a dorm, you're an adult now, and you're punching like stealing tiles, you're breaking fire alarms, like you're like this.
But can't you find people doing that in every dorm?
Not as much as Guilick. Guilick has it because I don't even know why. I feel like it's like a.
I don't know, man. We have kids in Reed who purposely open the emergency exit door, and it just glares and glares and glares.
Yeah.
I think that's not really about the building. It's just about the population, which
I guess so,
you
but.
can't really control. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so I think we've just about. Unless you got anything else to say, I think we've wrapped this up.
I'm good.
I want to thank my friend Mo here for coming down and debating me. Wish you luck, man. Appreciate it.
Yep, of course.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Where to go?
Fucking going outside.
It's just a goat.
No, it's a fucking goat.
Hold up, take a moment and in it.